Let's make some homemade raspberry iced tea. The number of servings of this drink will depend on the size of the container that you keep the drink stored in. The larger the container, the more servings you'll be able to get out of that drink. The smaller the container, the less servings you'll be able to get. Ingredients you'll need is anywhere from 1 package of fresh raspberries, maybe to 2. Again, everything depends on the size of your container. Fresh mint, whether it's 2 to 4 leaves of fresh mint. 2 bags of tea of your choice, maybe 3 bags, again depending on the size of your container. And your choice by meaning you can, if you choose orange pekoe, green tea, jasmine tea, if you have any loose tea that you very much enjoy the flavor, and you have the container for loose leaf tea, you're welcome to use that. So pick a tea of your choice. You'll need anywhere from a half to 3/4 cup of sugar, again depending on how sweet you like your drink and the size of the juice jug container. Alternatively, those who are health conscious for many different reasons, including for those who may have diabetes, you can use alternative sweeteners such as agave syrup, stevia. Stevia comes in syrup. It also comes in a liquid form, and I believe also in like powder crystal form. You can also use honey if you enjoy the flavor of honey. So there are many sweeteners out there that are healthy for those who are health conscious and also for those who have diabetes. You're going to add the sweetener or the sugar. Again, it's going to be to your liking, what you feel is suitable in the flavor, whether it's sweeter flavor you like or not so sweet, that's your choice. Just remember with the alternative sweeteners, agave, honey, or stevia, they taste different with their sweetness, and you do not require as much of those syrups or the honey when you're sweetening your tea. Again, taste it after you add to sugar or your alternative sweeteners, and keep adding until you feel that you're enjoying the flavor. You're going to also need water. Exactly how many cups of water is going to depend on the size of the container that you're using to serve or store your raspberry iced tea in. You also will need some ice if you're going to be immediately serving your drink after it cools down and it's well blended and mixed. Whether you're having a guest or for yourself, you can add some ice in it to help cool it even more. And if you want, you can also have a couple slices, thinly sliced lime in it. Again, it will add a nice flavor. There will be mint in there if you add some mint leaves, if you enjoy mint leaves. Lime and mint go well with berries, especially raspberries or strawberries. So what you will need to do, and what I say, it's optional, it's your choice, but it's always nice to serve your drinks in a cool container. So take your pitcher or your juice jug container or any other, whatever container you're storing your drink in, and put that in the fridge or the freezer to cool. Again, once you pour your raspberry iced tea in that container, it will help to cool that off even more, and also it just will add some freshness to it. You're going to take your package or 2 of your fresh raspberries, whether you get these raspberries from the store, the farmer's market, or pick them yourself. Take the raspberries and place them in a blender if you have a blender, and just pulse those raspberries, pressing the pulse button to turn those raspberries into a puree once they're all broken up. If you do not have a blender, alternatively, you can place your raspberries in a bowl, and using a handheld potato masher or a masher, you break up those berries, mash those raspberries until they are puree. Put that aside, take your water and place it in a pot or a tea kettle. I think a pot's always better because then you can blend the raspberries and your sweetener or your sugar in that pot of water. You'll get to put those tea bags in there while it's boiling. So I would say choose a pot Put your tea bags in there, the ones that you're choosing to use, again, depending on you, whether it's jasmine, green tea, pekoe, whatever you choose that you find enjoyable. And take that and place the pot with those tea bags or your loose leaf tea in the bowl there, and place it in the water and boil that water until it's rapidly boiling. Take that pot aside and let that steep and cool. Again, it's your choice to how much you like your tea to be steeped. Some people like a lighter flavor in tea in color, and some prefer it darker and stronger. So it's your choice how long you steep that. So while that's all cooling and put aside, take your pureed raspberries, and you're going to use a metal strainer, the ones with the extremely small holes. You can find that if you don't have one at home, affordably at the dollar store even. Take your raspberry puree and strain that raspberry puree in the strainer, and that will help to remove seeds. Some people enjoy having the raspberry seeds in there, so if you want to keep the seeds, you don't have to strain that raspberry puree. If you do want no seeds, then again, take that metal strainer, hold it over another container bowl or whatever it is, and pour your puree there, and that will separate the raspberry seeds from the raspberry puree. And then once you're done that, you're going to take your sugar or your sweetener alternative, and you're going to put that in with the container of the pureed raspberries, and you're going to stir that until it's well blended. Then once your tea has cooled and steeped to your choice, you take that pureed raspberry that has had the sugar or sugar alternative in it and the sweetener, and you put that in the pot of water. And this is after, of course, you've removed the tea bags to remove them once the tea's steeped. And then you're going to blend that and stir it all together quite well, blend it really well. And then if you want to add more sugar or sweetener alternative, that's your choice. You can do that. And once it's flavored to your liking, and say you're serving it to company or your family, add a couple of those slices of fresh lime in it and those mint leaves. Again, it will smell delicious. You'll be able to smell that lime, that fresh mint, and the raspberries. All of those flavors blended together are wonderful. The mint leaves, depending on how long you leave them in there, it will add some mint flavor, and same with the lime. Some people add lime, and the mint leaves just more for look, so that depends on you, because the green against the red, it really pops out. If you're serving your tea right away, take the ice cubes and put them in your glasses, and then pour your raspberry iced tea in there and serve and enjoy. If you're not going to be serving it right away, you can keep the lime and mint leaves out and place that in your fridge, that container, and add ice to each time you're pouring your glass, and just enjoy it. Place that in your fridge for when you're ready to have your raspberry iced tea. I really hope that you enjoy your drink, and thank you for joining me, and again, hope you enjoy your drink. Be safe, be well. Miigwech.